everything that he.
No, I did the password and it's just come up and just.
Okay, what were we talking here?
Close it off again.
Start over?
Let's try this.
You can close Teams.
I did the 222.
No, you're in, you're good.
Here, I'll keep trying. That's where we got to.
I noticed there's two columns, you know,
The one closest.
no.
It looks like a little bit. Yeah, I think that seems so. That's Alexander. She's like, oh, well, the top right. Maybe cross. Yeah.
That's where it got back.
That's the sixth and that's fine.
Keep waiting until.
Are you gonna call the meeting to order?
Yeah. Okay, so I'd like to call this meeting to order. February the 11th, 2005.
Adoption of the agenda.
An adoption of the agenda.
Resolve the agenda for the meeting be adopted as circulated with the noted additions, communication for action, association of rural municipalities, and public hearing dangerous dogs.
Can I have a mover, please? Scott and Dave. All in favor? So moved. Okay, so, confirmation. So, reception of delegates.
We'll do the minutes
Oh,
first.
the minutes of the last meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Resolve the minutes of the January 28, 2025 regular meeting of council be adopted as presented.
Can I have a mover, please?
Thank you.
Sandra? Second, Dave? All in favor? So moved. Okay, so just to let everybody know, the mayor is away today and Councillor Vasarovich. They're at a seminar out of town and Rob's away, so, and Scott, one of our other councillors, is on Zoom, so there's just the three of us here today. Plus Scott, which is four, which is our quorum. All right? Okay. Yes.
Councilor Purvis, I actually did have my hand up to add to the agenda.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right, sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna call you Madam Mayor. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, what would you like to add?
I wanted to add about an update on our MPI speed signs. And that would be with our bylaw officers. And
Okay.
also an update on our RM St. Clements, our new signage of when, maybe we can get an update on that of when some of the new signs will be going up in different areas of our municipality. That would also be with our bylaw.
Okay, we saw that memo about the sign thing in the provincial. How they were saying they gave more money for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So we can add those? Yeah.
I'm gonna add them under, right under we do the PBLE.
Okay,
She's just gonna give him an email to let him know to come up.
all right.
Or he can come up right now.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Heather.
So we are at the Lord Selkirk School Division. They have sent an invite for a meet and greet and a informal viewing of their 2025-2026 budget presentation for council to attend on February 19th, 2025.
So is there any interest, anyone wanting to attend this?
Scott?
Scott? So Scott, you have a question, Scott?
No, I can't attend.
Okay,
That's planning meeting, so if someone else is interested, please do so.
I think I sent the email that I wouldn't be able to attend to, so could we leave it open, just put mayor and council? Yeah? So do you guys want to do that?
Yes.
That sounds
That's
good.
fine.
Okay.
Resolved, council be authorized to attend the Lord Selkirk School Division Board of Trustees meet and greet and 2025-2026 budget presentation in Selkirk, Manitoba, February 19th, 2025.
Can I have a mover, please? Sandra, second, Scott, all in favor? So moved.
Our next item is the Association of Municipalities. We just got that this morning. There is a date change for their March meeting. It usually is the first Thursday, but they moved it to March 13th in Stonewall at the Heritage Arts Center. We'll just do a council and then we'll find out what's going.
Okay.
Okay. Resolved, council be authorized to attend the Association of Rural Municipalities meeting at the Heritage Arts Center, Stonewall, Manitoba, on March 13th, 2025.
Can I have a mover, please? Dave, second, Scott, all in favor? So moved.
Our next item is Prairie Bylaw Enforcement Officers for 2025. They've sent a list of their updated officers list. They usually send us this in the beginning of the year. So it's just to pass a resolution to appoint them.
Okay. There's a lot of names there. I've never seen that.
I'm not gonna read all the names of them, because I'll probably not do so well on pronouncing them correct, but.
Okay, any questions, anyone?
Like, that's just the regular ones that we've had, there's no new ones. I take it just,
I looked and I don't
No?
think there was any new ones. There was just a couple removed, unless Chris may, I don't know if we appointed Chris Stanky. He is Angelo's replacement for animal control.
Okay.
I knew there was quite a few of them, I just, that's why I asked.
The list got a little
Any
bit smaller
additions?
than last year, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, would you like to read that, please?
Whereas an updated list of Prairie Bylaw officers has been provided by Prairie Bylaw Enforcement, therefore be it resolved, council authorized appointment of employees of Prairie Bylaw Enforcement services listed below as designated officers and bylaw enforcement officers for the enforcement of the municipality's bylaws, the Municipal Act, and any other act the municipality is authorized to enforce effective February 11th, 2025.
Can I have a mover, please? Moved by Sandra, second by Dave. All in favor? So passed.
So we'll go to the two items that Councillor Strang has added, if you want to.
Sure.
So Tyler's looks after all
Our bylaw.
our bylaws and
services.
that kind of stuff. He looks after all that kind of stuff. So he's gonna tell us about this new, these lights, those speeding lights. Maybe some of you have seen them on the road and that, you know, when they blink when you go too fast. If you guys are speeding.
It's Tyler's office.
Not Freeman, F-R-E-E-M-A-N.
Yep.
I'm honestly not sure if that is run under Public Works or you.
The speed.
That is.
I think it's both, eh? They kind of share and interact.
And while we were out at a meeting and with the mayor and Councillor Sutherland and myself, and that was one of the things that we brought up, of a couple of things, was something in the news was about the MPI signs with giving more grants. I know we received one, but we just wanted an update because we did see one at one of the community centers, one of the streets that we were going, and it was very eye-catching at the time, so we just wanted an update on ours. And then the other thing was the RM of St. Clement signs, the new ones that
Okay.
were designed. So.
They only put out, I think it was 300,000. I think that's all that they were offering extra in this.
Oh, the next round?
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the speed sign, I can't provide an exact update because it is Heather's correct. Public Works is the body who does run that. But I can look into it and get back to council for sure. But as of right now, I do not know. Yeah.
Okay. You wanna go ahead, Dave? Sorry.
yeah, thanks, Doug. No, it's, as we Sandra said we were in Dougal, it was a side street, you know, and they had it was attached, I believe it was above the stop sign, and it's not, you know, not a big sign, but it catches your eye.
Okay.
And that made us, Sandra brought it up, we will, you know, I believe, I know we started out with one, and I think we purchased two more. But, you know, I don't know what ours looked like.
Yeah.
The one that they had, it's pretty portable, still catches your eye. Because, you know, we kind of wanted to see them used year round, you know, just move them around.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's happening that much.
We can bring this to February 25th.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea when we're.
Just to get an update of
Yeah,
where they are
used.
and-
Have they started a program that maybe we don't?
Yeah, or maybe they're not even, maybe they don't have them out or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get, it's harder to put them on country roads than it is in like little town areas or that, you know, like urban places. Okay, let's table that for next meeting.
Thank you.
And as for the community entrance sign update, so we have all the permits in with the province. There was roughly 13 separate permits, I believe, for every location, give or take a permit or two. And we just had another follow-up to the province from Sean a few days ago asking for the update because we have everything in their hands now and we're waiting for the actual green light. So we haven't heard back from the province yet, but Sean followed up again with it.
I just know with frost and like you weren't going to get them put in, but so
Right.
spring rolls in.
That's my intent, is 100% spring. We should, again, I can't say they're approved or not, but if they are approved, they'll all be up as soon as we can. There will be more reports coming back to council on that, but there will be additional costs for actually installing them. When I brought it forward, I believe, without looking at it in front of me, we had just the quotes for the signs themselves. And that, so now we're gonna have to come back to council once we get approval, if there's any additional costs for the posts and if we install them, or if we have somebody like Airmaster install them. So just for a heads up.
Okay, so what Tyler's telling us now is it's about these welcome to St. Clement signs. And they're gonna be up, so it's more vigilant that, you know, you're welcome to St. Clement. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
So we're on to the closed list of accounts.
thanks, Tyler.
I'll read the resolution if you guys have any questions. Resolve council approve the February 11th, 2025 list of accounts checks 250000106 to 250000180 in the amount of $5,684,617.10 for payments.
Can I have a mover, please? Moved by Scott, second by Dave. Any questions on any of the checks? No? Okay. Can I have a, I have a mover, so I'll call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Okay, our next item is the Boreal Shores Art Tour. They're asking for a grant of $1,000. We are recommending the same as last year, which was $750. They have two locations of the art displays in the municipality. I know one is GMCC, and I don't recall the other place that they have them up at. We don't have that information in what they've given us. Do you remember the last name? Oh, Leon's.
Here's the map. on-
Leon's
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, and I think there is that at West Beach? There's also one.
Yeah,
There was one in Baconia too.
There's a
Yeah.
map there.
It looks like 3 this year.
Yeah.
But
So what is the wish of council? Do you want to go, oh, sorry, Sandra.
yeah, I was just looking, do we know what some of the other municipalities give? Because I was looking, we have 3 locations, some of them have a lot, like say Victoria Beach, looks like they have 6 locations.
the only one that they've provided info on other municipalities is Whitemouth gave 600. And then Evergreen Realty 500, but any other municipalities in that area are listed, so we can get Brendan to check.
So I guess Brendan's recommending we go with the 750 again, so how does everybody feel about that? Yeah?
I'm good with that.
Okay, Scott, you're okay with that, the 750 again? Yeah, okay. All right,
Resolve Council approve the following 2025 grant request. Royal Shores Art Tour 2025, 750.
we have a mover, moved by Dave, second by Sandra, all in favor? So moved.
I don't think there was anything in communication for information to.
Nothing in there, anybody see anything they wanted to talk about in there?
Scott?
Scott, go ahead.
This one might be a stretch, but there's grants for walking trails. I'm just wondering if Brandon could take a look at that, because we were, last meeting we passed for trying to get grants for the walking trail at the activity center. Like I said, I think it's a little bit of a stretch just reading it, but never hurts to look.
Yeah, I sent the information to Brendan requesting that he looks into it to see if we're eligible for any of the grants under this. So
Perfect.
maybe February 25th, he should have something to bring to council.
Second one was the Prairie Climate Forecast card. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at it, but it's interesting information. That's what they're forecasting for changes in our climate coming up. And that's all I had.
Okay, thank you for that, Scott. Sandra?
Councillor Spicer just mentioned about the Prairie Climate Forecast card. Actually, we were at ARM. That's the gentleman that did, he did a presentation on it, and it is very interesting. So the St. Clements one that's brought up there is a very interesting outlook, and it gives you all the data that's been going on in our municipality, which is
I put hard copies in your guys' mailbox.
perfect. Thank you.
Christine from ARM sent me the presentation. I will get that out to you guys.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and you know, you can look up different areas also, and especially for drought, flooding.
Well, like different regions of the province.
Yeah, different, yes, for all of Manitoba. And I guess the other thing is just everything with the tariffs, so when is it
Yeah,
gonna
that's all
affect
gonna
us?
change
Yeah,
again.
everything's gonna, now that
True.
affect everything around our table with budget also.
All right, anything else there for anyone? No? You're good, Scott? Dave, you have anything?
Yeah, no.
No, you're good. Okay, moving on.
I'll need to find out how long you're here for if there's questions. I'm not sure how long.
Okay,
The bus is picking us up at 10, right here in
Ten?
Bowden.
okay, so,
So,
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Brenda. Did you guys have any questions or anything you'd like to ask council or our CAO today about anything that goes on here, or?
I wrote a couple things down. So we just started talking about the different levels of government and talking about jurisdictions. So you mentioned you had that list of bylaw officers. What are some, can you give the students some examples of what those, what their jobs entail? What kind of bylaws are they enforcing? Like I heard you mention animal control, which would be like taking care of pets that are wandering, right? But can you give us some other examples of what those bylaw officers take care of in the municipality? Just a few.
You know, we're gonna bring Tyler back up, Freya.
Okay, yes.
But, you know, they look after, I can maybe just fill in until he gets here, like, we have a prairie bylaw who does, they drive all around the beach areas and they police all that. So if you get a call, they'll phone in. You phone in a call or something, somebody has a complaint,
Yeah.
comes to the switchboard here, and then they deal with it. Or if there's a complaint about what you have, say, rubbish on your road or something, somebody.
Noise.
Yeah, noise complaints, all those kind of stuff, it comes here to the RM, and then Tyler would deal with that. you know, he would take the complaint and then go see this, there he is. He's the man.
Oh, hey.
Tyler,
Hey, I know what you do here, Tyler.
just give the students some examples of some of the jobs the bylaw officers have to take care of, some of the things that they deal with.
We deal with everything with animals, whether it's dogs, we try not to stick with, we do deal with livestock, but we focus more so on domestic animals, cats, dogs, primarily dogs. So we have bylaws that govern that. We deal with a lot of birding issues, noise issues, kind of you name it, anything that's not criminal would come through this office. Anything criminal would be criminal code, RCMP will deal with it.
Right.
So that's primarily what it is. There's all sorts of things. With that, we have an animal control service and we have weekend enforcement as well that I manage those guys and ladies. So we have those two contracts running. I look after the emergency measures aspect in the RM. So we have to have an emergency plan and if something happens, we flood every year kind of thing, we have to take care of it. Yeah, all sorts of things.
What about fire?
Fire, yes, we have 3 fire halls that I manage as well. So there, we have one in the north, one in East Selkirk, and one in the south in Darrell. We have 3 fire halls as well.
What about, like emergency vehicles, like, would ambulance go through, do you have ambulance here, or would that go through Selkirk?
That'll go through just like the hospital, nothing to do with us.
Okay,
We do assist in certain calls. For
Yeah.
example, like a lift assist call, if we have to help when an ambulance gets there, our fire halls will go there and help in those situations, but other than that, it's totally separate.
good, thank you.
Okay, so you guys are safe if you can't arrest anybody today, so. Any
Well, you
criminal
can call the RCMP on them.
He's a good guy, he would.
Do you, also Tyler, you were talking about the signage. I remember a meeting last year, you had an actual sign here. Is that the same signs we're talking about?
No, I think that was the Crime Stoppers.
Yes, so
Yeah.
these signs that we're talking about are different signs.
So what we did was we approached the province to get the ball rolling for approval on putting community entrance signs throughout the municipality.
Okay.
So once they said, yeah, we can work with us, what we did was we had our design, where one of our communication officers, they designed some things with another, one of our employees. We brought 4 or 6 different templates for council to look at and consider. We kind of narrowed down loosely and eventually all of us agreed on one sign.
Okay,
We took that print, passed it through and got proper quotes for it and design and stamps. We brought back that, council agreed on the cost, and now we passed a resolution and we're gonna install the sign. So now those permits went back to the province to say, here's the official sign, here's the official size, material, give us the approval. Once we get that approval, then we go and install the sign.
so those signs would be installed wherever the boundaries of arms and
That's right.
plans would be in the south,
Yeah.
north, east, west kind of
And
thing?
what we wanted to do, and that we were all in agreement is if you come into a community, for example, you might see just a green or a brown sign that says, for example, East Selkirk. It says
Right.
brown, this. We didn't want that. We wanted something more visually appealing, more inviting, and just a nice looking sign,
Yeah,
right? So that's what we did, so.
I think Sunrise has, and, yeah, one of
Yeah.
our arms have these nice signages.
Yeah, so that
You
was
want to?
the intent, was to start putting some really cool looking things up.
Good.
Right, so that's what we did.
Good.
We did have signs before, but they were old and faded and
That's right.
Yeah.
knocked down or whatever, so we're just.
From
trying
these
to-
guys?
Yeah.
Drive over them with their snow machine. I think that's all I had written down. This is the first time I've been to a council meeting in a couple of years where the table hasn't been full. Yeah, is it due to the cold or they just have other
No,
commitments?
the mayor and a couple other are in a conference in where? In New Brunswick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think, do you guys have any questions? No? Yes?
And we do have the option, if you're not well, to do it on Zoom, so,
Yeah.
Great.
so that's why we've
That's why
stayed
the
with that.
speaker is sounding
Yeah,
every
we've
once
stayed
in a
with
while.
that during, ever since COVID times,
Right.
that we have that,
Yeah, and it's, I've
Technology
seen
where
that
it's-
going. Got
so
a
it works
couple
very
meetings.
well.
Yeah. Good. Well, thank you for having us. We're off to Tim Hortons.
Well, thank you for all coming.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. You know what, just drop them back on the table. I have one with my notes on it that we can use. Thanks, Tyler.
You're welcome.
Come and visit us again.
Hey, how are you? Sorry about that.
Will you be having another class come through? 'Cause you usually do a few of
Yeah,
them.
this is the first group, I'll be back, March
Well, so the
11th, I do
the
believe, is the
technician-
next.
No, I
And
realize
then
that.
again, April
I used to work for them, but I'm
So
just
I've
saying,
already
like,
sent
when we've sent
notice to the
something
office
with,
in America.
to municipalities, the owners don't get a say,
Thank you
they
so
would
much.
just approve the dangerous dog order and we would go.
I don't wanna go outside unless the bus
Honestly,
is.
it's probably-
Yeah, I get that, I'm just surprised.
Have a good day.
because, well, they really got no defense here, I wasn't concerned.
Yeah, so that's what it'll be. We'll discuss it, like I mentioned. Yep.
Oh, here, Tyler's.
All right, so we're gonna do our
Council reports.
council reports, so I'm gonna start off. So as of our last meeting, I have nothing to report. Dave?
Thank you. Not very much. January 30th at a MAR, that's a Manitoba Association of Regional Recyclers, the Zoom meeting. February 6th, the ARM meeting in Springfield at Dugald. As Sandra had mentioned, she's probably going to elaborate a little more. We had Daniel Phelan, Manitoba Emergency Management Organization, who did a presentation, and it has to do with emergency responses and flooding, whatever, and, you know, any emergencies that come up. It was a good presentation. There's a little more than that, but I didn't write anything down. I believe, put Sandra on the spot, I think she did. But and, yeah, so that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Sandra?
The only thing I've attended since our last meeting was the ARM of Springfield, our Association of Rural Municipality meeting. And yeah, I did bring, actually I'll put one in everybody's mailbox too. But it is the climate change card and how he went, he's the EMO, I guess, head. But he did go speak on climate change and how it does affect all the emergency measures and how everything links and related and everything with watersheds even. But yeah, I found it was a very interesting presentation, and like Heather had mentioned that they are going to send it to the office. It would be good for everybody to,
I will email that to you guys.
yeah,
Put
it
it
would
on
be good for
next
everybody
agenda.
to watch, and it was quite very interesting. But I'll put one of these in everybody's mailbox too.
Okay, thanks, Sandra.
You're welcome.
So the best for last, Scott, do you have anything? Scott? No?
Yeah, so I had one meeting and it was the Manitoba Association of Watersheds. I'm new to this committee, it's through our Northeast Red Watershed District on the rep. I got lots of notes here because I'm trying to learn what I'm supposed to be doing there. So I'll just give you a quick overhead. It's this group manages about a $22 million budget. They get funding from both the province and the federal government. We did do the elections at the meeting. I've been put on the executive as well as the finance committee. There's only one challenge which I'm gonna have to do a little work through was there is some meeting conflict lines here, so I think I've got it figured out. I just want to have a chat with Deepak and see if we can manage what I'm considering. So, but I'm open to any questions. Like I said, it was very interesting meeting. They do lots of different reports on their projects as well, and the different fundings and how they communicate to the watershed districts. And we do have a federal or a provincial representative that also sits on it, so, yeah, I think that's all I can manage at the moment unless you guys have questions.
Any questions for Scott?
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Scott, just some clarification, that 22 million, is that for all watersheds for Manitoba, or is that just for the Northeast Red?
No, that's all watersheds in Manitoba.
And congratulations on your executive position. Hey, you know what, the watersheds are really taking off, so, and it's making noise all over, whether it's our neighbors next door in the province and even down in the US, so,
That's from the Red River, over here.
yes.
Okay,
From
thank
Red
you.
River.
Okay, so,
Thanks.
thanks, Scott. All right, so, what else do we have? We got in camera, so we're gonna go, we're not going in camera, so we're gonna go in camera.
For a few minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so, so we have to close this, right? Okay.
Resolve council recess the regular meeting and go into in-camera to discuss legal and personal issues. And further be it resolved that all matters discussed are to remain confidential as per section 83(1)D of the Municipal Act.
Moved by Scott, second by Sandra. All in favor? Okay,
Okay, it's just gonna get the,
shut it all down.
yeah.